So here is, and I'm gonna try to do this quick so that the video doesn't take too much of your time. All right, so the first one, we want the tax rate. We know what the price was after tax, and we know the price before tax. So this is my new price, and this is my old. So I'm going to do the new minus the old over the old, right? So that should give us our, and you're going to get a positive number, which makes sense. 32.05 minus 28.75, that equals 3.3. I'm going to divide that by 28.75, and that's going to give us 0.11478. Guys, so here, just be careful. I don't want you to round anything. Don't make that 12%. Don't make that 11. So move the decimal over twice. 1, 2. And you get 11.47. But remember, that 8 is going to make that 7 go up. So the tax, the percent, sorry, our tax here is 11.48%, which is probably like Canada. Okay. Tim earns this much this week after paying bills. She managed to save this much, $89.45. The nearest tenth of a percent. What percent of her weekly paycheck does she save? So how much does she save? So this is no different than saying, hey, I got 25 out of 45 on a test. What percent did I get? So that's the same idea. So 89.45 over 567. So, right, 89.45 is what part of 567.83 percentage-wise? So 89.45 divided by 567.83, that's going to give me 1.5752, right? It goes on, but I'm going to stop there, move the decimal 2 over. That's going to give me 15.75, rounded to a nearest hundredth here, percent. So she managed to save 15.75% of her paycheck on a weekly basis. Sam saw a sweater with price P. So the price of sweater is P. We don't know the value. Oh my God. So I'm writing P. And was discounted by 18. How could you describe the price of the sweater after the discount? Well, the price of sweater was, so think about this, bar model comes in handy, 0, 100%. So I'm responsible right now for the price of the sweater, which we'll call it P. With a discount of 18%, we're going to take 10% away, we're going to take 8 away. So that's 18, which leaves me with 82%. I'm responsible for 82% of the sweater. So I could write it as P, the price of the sweater, times 0.82. So this could describe the price of the sweater. Okay. $145 was the original price of the tennis shoes. It is now on sale for $105. What percent represents discount? So obviously it was discounted, right? So this is a new price. This is the old price. So we are going to get a negative number. So again, new minus old over old. And we're going to get, let's see, so we got to subtract 105 minus 145 is going to give you negative 40 over 145. We're going to divide that. So 40 divided by 145, we're going to get negative 0.27586, etc., etc. We don't care about the rest. We're going to move this 2 over. Percentage-wise, 27.59% negative. Okay, so that's how much it was discounted. All right, so we're moving. Right. Maybe this won't take that long. 5. Beginning of the year, Wayne could type 30 words per minute. Now he can type 68 per minute. What's the percent of increase? So okay, this is his new rate, and this is his old, right? So new minus old. So his new, we want to know, but what percent did his typing skills increase by? So 68 minus the old, which is 30 over 30. You're going to get 38 over 30. So he more than doubled, his 38 divided by 30 equals 1.26666 forever and ever. All right, so we're going to round this. So not round this. We're going to move the decimal 2 over. We move the decimal 2 over, we get 126.60, and then we're gonna round it 67%. So it was an increase of 126.67%. Okay. Nia wants to buy a video game. It costs $49.95. She has a coupon for 10% off, and then she'll have to pay for 6.5% tax. So again, we can do this really fast way. 49.95. We're gonna multiply. If we 10% off means she's responsible for 90%. Okay, then we get a new price, right? And then she will have to pay a 6.5% tax, and we can. A tax means it's going to be over 1, or 100 plus 6.5 equals 106.5, right? So we move the decimal 2 over, it's 1.065. And that's the more direct way of doing this problem, because they're not asking you for the discount, they're not asking exactly what the tax is, so they're just asking you what is the total that she's paying. So it's $47.88 that she pays at the register. Okay. Sorry, excuse me for a second. One second, guys, sorry. All right, so now if you don't like that, I'm like, Mr. Cho, I really don't. So this is going to, where is it? So $49.95 is the price of the video game, right? Let's find out what 10% is. If you multiply by 0.10, right, you're gonna get the discount. So 49.95 times 0.1. The discount, if you look, it's 4.995 actually. So let me write it over here. So here's your game. That rounds up to 5, right? 4.995 rounds to $5. So here's a discount, $5. So let's subtract 5. So now your game is priced at $44.95. Now, the second step, you're going to take the new price, $44.95, and you're going to multiply it by 0.065, which is your tax. And you're going to find what your tax is. So I'll multiply 44.95 times 0.065, and our tax is $2.92. So to my discounted price of $44.95, I'm going to add $2.92. 7.18. Hopefully we're getting the same number, $47.87. There might be a little difference because of the rounding that we did. Okay, here in this problem on the second version, we round twice. We rounded it midway through the problem, whereas when we did it the quick way, we didn't round until the end. So 49.95, let me just do this again, 0.090 times 1.065. Actually, we got the same. Actually, here's the difference, $47.88. So depending on how you do it, okay, so if you did this the direct, really the second, the really fast way, you're going to get this. If you didn't, and you did it the second way, you get $47.87, and that it's because of the rounding. It leads you to a little different. Okay. Yeah, I'll accept both. So here's a store purchased offer discount new television for 30% off the original price of $525. Okay, so there's a TV. Think about this. There's a TV, $525. It's 30% off. 30% off means we are going to pay for 70% of the price, right? So now you have a new price. All right, so your TV is a discounted price, right? Now that discounted price got another discount again of 25% off. So from that price, you're no longer responsible for 100% of it. You're responsible for 0.75 of it. So 525 times 0.7 times 0.75, it gives you, so the price of your TV is going to be $275.63 without taxes. Okay, we're not doing taxes for this particular problem. Wait. Ignore everything I just said. Hopefully you ignore everything I just said. So, because it's a decrease and an increase. Okay, so, sorry, 525 with a decrease is 0.70, right? 0.7. I multiply that. And after that, we're going to increase it again. So it's a decrease. So maybe I bought the TV, nobody wants to buy it, so I took 30% off. All of a sudden, people started buying it, so I, as a store, I'm going to say, hey, look, it's going higher. So I'm going to increase it by 25%, which is 1.25. That's what I'm going to multiply by. So 525 times 0.7 times 1.25, it gives us 459.38 cents. Okay. If you want to do it the other way, 525. So here's your original price, 525. Let's find a discount. What's 30%? Well, it's 0.3, right? 525 times 0.3 is $157.50. So we have to subtract that, right? So after a 30% discount, our TV is priced at $367.50. Now everybody runs to the store and buys it. So I quickly raise the price by 25%. So I gotta figure out what. So I'm gonna take the discounted price, which is $367.25, and I'm gonna multiply by 0.25 because I want to increase the price back up. So 367.5 times 0.25 is $91.88 rounded. So to 367.5, I'm gonna add $91.88. I don't need a calculator for that. So we got 8, 13, 9, 15. So the price goes up to $459.38, which is still cheaper than what it was at the beginning of the story, which was $525. Okay. So again, you can do it that way, which is step by step. Take the discount, and then you find the number, and then you multiply by the tax, and then you add it, not tax, by the increase, and you find the total. Or you can do it the direct way. Your call. 9. Ugh, why do I give you such problems? So we have a lot of food here, and we're doing tax and tip. All right, so that's 2 hamburgers. 5.49 times 2. So the hamburgers, I'm going to write $10.98. Chicken sandwich for $6.25. An order of ribs for $12.99. 4 sodas for $1.75. So 4 times 1.75 is 7. So $7. So let's add all up. And 10.98 plus 6.25 plus 12.99 plus 7 equals. So our food bill came to $37.22. Now, to that, we're going to pay 7% tax. So it's 37. So this one we can't do it the quick way. We're going to multiply by 0.07. Let's find out what the tax is. Times 0.07. So our tax is $2.61 rounded. So I'm going to put it over here. $2.61. So that's the tax. And then I'm going to do, are we tipping the guy? Yeah, we're tipping 20%. So remember, the tip is based on whatever the food bill. Let me write food over here, right? So don't add the tax and tip yet. So the food, $37.22 times a tip of 20% or 0.2. So 37.22 times 0.2, and we're going to tip this guy $7.44. So over here, I'm going to write $7.44. So the rest is just adding 37.22 plus 2.61 plus 7.44 equals $47.27 is what we would pay after taxes and tip. A driver set a goal to earn $2,000 in March, so he wants to earn. He receives a $1,000 per month, as well as 20% commission for sales that month. What does his total sales have to be to reach his goal? Well, out of the $2,000, he already makes $1,000 just by showing up. So he needs to make $1,000 in sales, right? Commission, I'm sorry. So his commission, he has to go out and sell whatever he's selling, and he has to make $1,000 in commission. So C equals percent times S. In order to make $1,000 in commission, which is C, the commission rate that they pay him is 0.20 or 0.2. And the sales is what I need to know. How much do I have to sell to make $1,000, earning 0.2 in commission? So divide by 0.2, divide by 0.2. So my sales have to total, and 1,000 divided by 0.2 equals $5,000. So whatever I'm selling at the store, I gotta sell 5,000 worth of items, so I can take a check of $1,000 and add it to my other $1,000, which is what I get paid for showing up at work. Okay. Percent of error. You'll definitely have a question of percent of error. Honestly, just one. So remember, percent of error is very similar to the new and the percent change. So percent of error is the actual, whatever the actual, minus the estimate over the estimate. Okay, so student estimated a mass to be 325, or a weight of something to be 325 grams. Okay, but the actual weight was 342. So let's do 342 minus 325 over 325. So 342 minus 325 equals 17. Divide that by 325, and we're going to get that here's percent of error is 0.0523, and I'm going to put 0 here. So move the decimal 2 over, 1, 2, and we get 5.23%. So his error, percent of error, was 5.23%. Not bad. 13 is the same thing. Eva estimates that 475 songs will fit on her MP3 player. The actual number of songs that fit is 380, so she's definitely overshot it, right? So again, actual 380 minus the estimate 475 over 475. So 380 minus 475 equals negative 95, okay? And then we're going to divide that by 475. So obviously this one, really, wow, nice number, negative 0.2, which we're going to change that to percent. It's going to be negative 20%. Okay. 14, the price of a Hello Kitty card, again, fluctuates. 2017, the price was $248. In December 2017, the price had increased by 75%. By March 2018, the price decreased by 32%. What was the price of the card at the end? Okay, so again, here's the price of her card originally. So if it increases by 75%, so remember, here's my bar model. So here's 0, this is 100%. And right now, let me write percentage of here. Right now, the card is at $248, right now. But if it increases by 75%, we're going to extend this bar. For the price of the Hello Kitty card, it is now at 175%, and we got to find that number. So we're going to multiply by 248 times 175%, which is 1.75. That's our first thing that we have to do, right? The increase. And then in March 2018, it decreased by 30%, 32%. So let me erase this, because now we have a new price, right? The Hello Kitty. This represents the price with the increase. Whatever the price is, now it decreased by 32%. 10, 20, 30, 31, 32. So that leaves us with 68%. So whatever it is, it dropped to 68%. What is the price of the card at the end? So you should have sold it basically when it was high, but you held on to it, and obviously you sold it too late. 248 times 1.75 times 0.68 equals, well, the price of the card was you still made a little profit, $295.12. That's the short way and I'm going to do it the long way. So here's 248, right? It increases by 75%. So let's find out what 75% is, first of all. 248 times 0.75 is 186. So your card was 248. We're going to add 186. So now your card is at, that's 248. Now your card is valued at $434. Okay, but you held on to the card because you're thinking, oh my God, it's going to go up higher. But things turned. Nobody likes the card anymore, and the price decreased by 32%. So we're going to take the new price, which is $434, and multiply that by 0.32 to see how much of a drop. 434 times 0.32, it dropped $138.88. So from 434, we're going to take away 138.88, and that's going to give us whatever our price. So 438 minus 138.88, and the price of our card, and hopefully it was the same answer as before, $295.12. Okay, pick your poison, whichever one you want. 15, 16. Oh, okay. Almost done with the first page. Yay. 3 shirts for 18, so 3 times 18 is 54. 2 pair of socks, so 2 times 399, which is 8 or 798. Sorry. And a pair of socks for $45. A pair of slacks, right? And 1 times 45, which equals 45. So let's see how much we're spending. 48 plus 7.98 plus 45. So my total right now that I'm taking to the register is $106.98. What are we doing with this? And there's a tax rate of 8.5. So remember, guys, I'm really hoping you guys are doing the work. So 100%, $0, and right now 100% of our value is $106.98. So we got to add on tax to this, right? And the tax is 8.5%. So here, so our 100% is going to be 108.5%. So let's multiply our total, 106.98, times, let's change 108.5% to a decimal, and we should get, and our total should be 106.98 times 1.085, $116.07, and that's how much we're paying at the register. Now, again, if you are insisting of doing it the long, long way, so here's my total. Let me write this over here. Let me change colors. $106.98 is what I'm paying. Now I want to calculate the tax. Well, multiply, right? So you just want to find out what the tax is. It's 8.5%. Multiplied by 0.085. So 106.98 times 0.085 equals, so our tax is $9.09 rounded. So everything that I'm buying is $106.98. The tax is $9.09. And you'll notice that I get the same answer. Okay. What was the amount of discount? So careful here. They want to know how much was taken off. So here's 2,800 snowmobile. I have a discount of 18.25%, which translates to 0.825. I want to know what the discount is. 2,800 times 0.1825 equals. So they're taking away $511 away from my price. And this is my answer. They don't care what's the price after the discount. They want to know how much was discounted, which is $5.11. Okay. Okay, we're getting halfway. What is this? It looks like simple interest, so IPRT. So somebody bought a $14,000 from a bank, 9% interest. They pay a total of $20,300 is the agreed date of payment. How long does the organization have to repay the loan? All right, so the principal is $14,000. The interest rate is 0.09. T obviously is our missing or unknown. And the interest, so think about it. Here's the tricky part of this question. The total that you're paying is 20,300. Let's subtract that from the amount that we borrowed. So we borrowed 14,000. So 0, 0, 3. 9 minus 4 is 5. So 5,300 is the extra that we're paying. Sorry, this is 3, 10 minus 4. This is, I don't know what I just did. Sorry. 3, 6, 6,300. So when you go back to the bank after whatever time, you're going to pay $14,000, which is what you borrowed, right? Plus 6,300, and that's what the bank makes from you. Okay, so the interest here is 6,300. Remember, there are 4 variables. 3 of them you know the value of. Now the rest is just calculations. We have to multiply 14,000 times 0.09, and that's going to give us 1,260. T, we're going to divide both sides by 1260. And T equals, it looks like about 5 years maybe, divided by 1260. Wow, exactly 5 years. So, 5 years. Shane paid a total of $2,000 to Peter after 6 months of borrowing. If he paid an interest of 72, what was the rate of interest? Okay. So again, I equals P times R times T. So the rate of interest, so R is our unknown. What's the principal? Well, it says here that the interest, right, was 72. So 2,472 minus 72 equals 2,400. So 2,400 is what I originally borrowed. Times R, which I don't know, we're trying to find out, times 6 months. Remember, 6 months, we're not going to write 6, we're going to write a half, or 6 over 12. We're going to express months in terms of years. And the interest that I paid my friend here was 72 bucks. So I borrowed 2,400, and when I paid back, I paid 2,400 and a little bit extra, $72. So now the rest is just, what is this, 1,200 R. I'm going to divide both sides by 1,200. And our interest rate, 72 divided by 1,200, is 0.06. Oh, look at these pretty numbers. So we borrowed that money at a 6% interest rate. 19. She puts 4,000. Annual rate she left them. Okay, really? Wow, how much interest does Sarah get at the end of 5 years? All right, so some of these questions are really easy. Hang on a second. So how much interest do we make? So that's our unknown. She put $4,000. That's 0.05 for how long? 5 years. 4,000 times 0.05 times 5. So when she goes back, she'll have $1,000. Did I do something wrong here? Yeah, a second. Looks like a lot. No, it's fine. It's fine. So $1,000. That's fine. Real estate agent sold the house for $815,200 last week. The commission was this 1.25. What was the selling price of the house? What? The selling price of the home. If the commission is 1%, 1.2 of the selling price, find the amount of her commission. Okay, so this one C equals P, or percent, times sales. We want to know what her commission is going to be. She makes 0.0125 times the house, which is $815,200. How much, if you were the broker here? A lot of money. Times 0.0125. She's taking home as commission $10,190. Yeah, don't forget she has to pay taxes, but still not a bad paycheck. salesperson made this much money selling this much items. What was the commission rate that he was paid? So C equals percent again times sales. In this case, we want the percent. So the commission that he got was 590.45 cents. Let me write P instead of that symbol there. And the sales was 9,250. Well, we're going to divide both sides by 9,250. So the percent, clear, 590.45 divided by 9,250 equals 0.06383. We're going to move the decimal 2 over, and it becomes 6.38 rounded to the nearest hundreds. So she, or the salesperson, has a contract that pays him 6.38% out of everything that he sells. So this one, Daniel paid $22 for a bottle of water. That includes 5% tax, right? So I think, again, I'm going to use a bar model. So here is 0. Here is 100% of the item with 5% tax. Let me change colors. That means 105%, right? With 5% tax. So $22 is 105%. So remember, the rephrasing really helps. So $22 that he paid is 105% of what number? So we translate that, we get 22 equals, right, is equals 105% becomes 1.05. And what number is x? Divide both sides by 105, 1.05. And x, our price before the tax, so 22 divided by 1.05 equals $20 and rounded 95 cents. So that was the price of, what is this, a water bottle. Wow. It's a big, hopefully a big water bottle or a very good water bottle. Okay. So you can do it that way. Those of you who are insistent on doing the long way, well, this is a percent change, new minus old over old. You can do it this way. The percentage here is 5%. So we're going to change that to 0.05. The new price is 22, and we're looking for the original price. I'm going to write old, and I'm going to... All right, cross multiply. Let me put this over 1. If you cross multiply, 0.05 times O is 0.050, and the other side stays like that. Here's an equation with variables on both sides. Let's get rid of one of them. Let's get rid of the minus O here. I'm going to add O, and I'm going to add O on this side. Minus O and plus O goes away. I'm left with 22. Don't forget there's a coefficient of 1 here. So 0.05 plus 1 is 1.050 for original. Divide both sides by 105. And O, the original price, is 22 divided by 1.05, which is 22 divided by 1.05, which is going to give us $20.95, which is, I think, the same number we got before. So we can do all that, or what I did initially. You choice. Okay, and your bonus word. I shouldn't say that because I know what you're doing that. Well, there it is. That whole thing. Okay? Where are we now? 23. On the pretest, you answer 18 out of 28. Oh my God. So you got 18 out of 28 on your quiz. 18 divided by 28, you get 0.642857, right? There's more decimals and more numbers, so we move the decimal 2 over, it becomes 64 point rounded, 29%. That's what you got. iPhone was at $699. You had a 25% discount, so this one is nice and easy. $699. No, what is going on here? No, let's skip this. Don't ruin everything. So we have an iPhone, $699, and they take 25% off, which means I'm responsible for 0.75% or 0.75. So we can do this straight up. So my iPhone after the discount is $524.25. Annie and her and her 5 friends went out to dinner. Bill, tax, group tip, and then we want how much did each pay. We want the total. All right. So first of all, food. $158.23. So there's 6 people, by the way. Okay, so don't forget that. Let's do 8% tax. So we're gonna multiply 158.23 times 0.08. So 158.23 times 0.08. It's going to give us $12. So here's my tax. $12.66 rounded. Now we got to do the tip. Over the tip, 20%. So again, 158.23. Right, we're going to base a tip based on their food. So times 0.2. So 158.23 times 0.2. It's going to give us $31.65 rounded. So that's the tip. $31.65. Okay. So that's it. You're done. So let's add up the whole thing. 158.23 plus 12.66 plus 31.65. My grand total for the ladies is $202.54. Now they are splitting this. Oh no. Oh no. Don't you dare. Shh. Don't you dare. Okay. So, sorry. Now, 202 is a total, and 202.54. We're going to Venmo each other, and 6 people, so 202.54. We're going to divide that by 6, so every person is going to pay $33.76 rounded. Okay? Okay, so that would be how much? So one person would probably pay everything on the credit card, and the rest of them would Venmo them. Venmo the person who had paid for it. Okay. All right. We're close. 26 to buy a laptop computer. She bought 5,500. My God, it must have been a big laptop. For 4 years, blah, blah, blah. How much interest did she pay? At the end of the 3rd year, what? Okay, so there's something wrong here. What is the total amount she will repay? All right, so let's change that. So again, sorry, I'm gonna change that to 3 years. Okay. So I equals PRT. So we borrowed 5,500. The interest rate was 3.25 or 0.0325. How long? For 3 years. So just in interest, 5,500 times 0.0325 times 3. If you pay it off in 3, you're going to pay $536.25. So that's the first question. What's the interest, right? How much interest? She's going to have to pay this much. At the end of 3 years, when she pays everything, right? Well, just in interest. So that her total amount that she's going to pay is the 5,000 that she borrowed, the original value, 5,500, sorry, plus that. So it's going to be $6,036 or $6,036.25. So in reality, her laptop costs that much, right? And 3.25 interest is really nice. So she must have good credit score. All right, what is this? Take advantage of a buy one and get the second and 50 off. Sam buys 2 containers of whey protein for those of you who work out. The original price on container is $45. $45.99. How much did Sam pay in total if there was also a tax of 8.80? So the New York City tax. Okay, so if I'm buying this, the first one I pay $45.99. The first one, right? The first bottle. The second bottle I have a 50% discount. So just 45 times 99 times 0.5. That leaves us the second bottle after 50% discount, which is just exactly half. It's going to be $22. Actually, round it. So on the calculator, you get 22.995. So we're going to round this to 23. So the second bottle cost me $23. So right now, this is what I have to pay. Plus, now I can calculate my tax. Okay, so the first bottle of whey protein cost me regular price. The second one, you took 50% off, so that leaves you with $23. Your total is $68.99. Let's find the tax. So is it asking us? Well, you know what? So 68.99 times the tax, which is 0.088875. Be careful here. So 68.99 times 0.0838875. Our tax is $6.13. So now it's just a matter of 12, 10, 11, what is this, 15. So here is what we pay in our credit card, $75.12. So as you can tell, I guess if you do it all at once, it's a lot of work, but they're pretty straightforward. I didn't think there was any tricky questions here. Okay, it's just, I think it's very simple. Okay, that's it.